Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and have ourselves a drink.
All right, and with that, we are back in the lobby bar for the week of May the 5th, 2025. Brian and Michaela here with you. And Michaela, last week we celebrated all things Star Wars. Some people carry it on. They call it Revenge of the Fifth. I don't know. I don't know if I buy into all that for sure, but how are you? How was your Star Wars weekend? We did like a double drop. We did our
We
episode
did.
about Attack of the
Yeah.
Clones, and then we did our little Dexter's Diner bonus thing that we released yesterday. Go check that out. You can make yourself up a Corellian Spike cold brew with us. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
But what else did you do to satiate your Star Wars cravings?
I started watching Andor, which the season two is out. Well, some of season two is out.
Hmm.
I really love how Disney Plus is doing this. They're dropping like 3 episodes at a time, I guess. And
Yep.
so if you want to binge it, you can binge it. If you want to savor it, you can savor it. I really, really like this idea. Um, because I am sometimes I'm a complicated person, Brian. And sometimes I want to watch it all at once, and sometimes I want to sip it because I don't want it to be over too soon. And Andor is by far my favorite of the series of Star Wars stuff that's come
Hmm.
out. I mean, we've got like the Legends of Boba Fett, and we've got what Mando, the Mandalorian. And that one was great too. But for some
Yeah.
reason, Andor just has my heart. I just really like it. I love the intrigue. Cassian is just, you're just always like, I don't know, that how everything kind of falls together has just been really cool. And the different worlds are amazing. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it is very good. Yeah.
There's a really cool wedding where they cut off each other's hair. It's great.
Wow, yeah, no spoilers there for Andor, but yeah, I do appreciate it. Except we're here on the East Coast. They start at 9, which means I have 3 episodes to watch. So that puts me up way past my bedtime. For any Star Wars purists out there, Michaela does not know the error of her ways. It is the Book of Boba Fett,
Oh, the Book
and
of
the
Boba Fett.
and
Sorry.
the Mandalorian. She got to that one eventually. So there you go, there you go. Yeah, hopefully everyone had a good Star Wars day out there. Did some celebrating, watched some things. Maybe you watched Tales of the Underworld. I have not yet to dig into that myself, but maybe I'll get to that here sometime this week, hopefully. But in order to do that, I'm going to need something good, something that's refreshing, because all of a sudden, Michaela, like summer, like peeked around the corner, dipped its toe in and said, "Hey, it's hot now. What do you got for me?" And we have something that sounds pretty good. You came up with this. A friend of yours dropped off some ginger, which is not one of your favorite ingredients, but it might be your favorite ingredient if you put it in cocktails like these.
That's true. Yeah. So my friend, I don't know if she grew it or what, but she's like, hey, I've got all this ginger. Thanks, Pam, for the ginger.
Some
Uh,
ginger fell off a truck.
I mean, it was like a pound of it, and I was like, what am I going to do with all of this? And um, I was like, well, I don't know if we've actually ever made a simple syrup with ginger. We probably have. I feel like it's something that we have done for sure. But I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna just give it a shot and then see what I could do. And then I had some lime. I because you have shown me the error in my ways, Brian. You should, if you're a serious cocktail drinker at home, you should always have citrus. And so I had some lime, and then I also was going through one of the, I don't know, Trader Joe's, and I saw that they had mint on sale, and I was like, ooh, what can I do with all of those? I could make a mojito, and I bet it could be spicy, it could be refreshing. I had some white rums. I have tons of Malibu that I'm really trying to get rid of and move on to like different rums because I got a lot in my liquor cabinet. So I decided to go ahead and make like a mint ginger mojito, and this is what I did. I made ginger simple syrup, and the way to do that is to skin the ginger. You want to cut it into like 1 inch pieces if you can. Put it in a pot and add simple syrup to that. Now, simple syrup is really simple to make. It is literally equal parts sugar and water. So you can put that in a pan and like make it warm, but you want it to definitely be steeped in there for a while. Now you can either leave the ginger in order to cool and put it in the fridge, and you'll have like bits of ginger in it if you want that. I did not. So I steeped it and then I strained all the ginger out, and it left a really nice like it was definitely gingery, but it wasn't so strong that you felt like you were eating a piece of like pickled ginger, like if you were having sushi or something. And I like that because I love the cleanness of ginger, but when it gets too much, it's like horseradish to me. It's like it's too overpowering. And so that's what I used. I used an ounce of this simple syrup. I added it to a glass with a lime in it, and then you're gonna like a couple of lime wedges. You need a glass that's gonna be sturdy enough for you to actually muddle the lime because you're gonna it's gonna get kind of crushed and you're gonna have a lot of lime juice kind of at the bottom with your simple syrup. Then you're gonna add 2 ounces of white rum and then add some ice. Now, if you want this to be an actual cocktail and not just a shooter, then you can add some club soda to the top of it. But if then it's time for the mint. Now, this important piece of mint business here that I learned, I don't know, maybe only a couple of years ago. If you're going to add mint to anything, the first thing you should do is clap the mint. And I'm sure you know this, Brian. You just put it in your hand, clap it. It's going to open up all of these like capillaries or whatever that are in the mint. It's going to make it really fragrant. It's going to make it taste way better than if you just put like a mint leaf in there. Um, and then you're going to sip this and enjoy it. It's a little bit more complicated for a normal lobby bar, but if you make the simple syrup ahead of time, this is actually really easy to do.
Yeah, for sure. And when you're making that simple syrup, the longer you leave the ginger in there, the hotter and
Hmm.
spicier it's going to get. So you can go ahead and play around with that however you like to take your ginger. I don't have a friend that brings me ginger. So what I would do in place of that, all Michaela, is I would just go ahead and use a little bit of like table sugar. That's what traditionally is going to go into a mojito. So a little bit of table sugar, and then you can muddle your lime and some mint in there if you want to. But then I'm going to go ahead and add in 1 ounce of Domaine de Canton, which is a ginger liqueur, which we've talked about at
Ooh.
length here on the lobby bar. So you can do that, and that's still going to get you your ginger flavor without having to deal with making that ginger simple syrup. So either way, there it's going to be delicious, and yeah, definitely sounds refreshing for the summer. Let's go ahead and mix up another one of those and talk about the box office here. So we're recording this a day early. Michaela's headed out of town, but it looks like Thunderbolts is going to take the weekend with $76 million. No surprise there. Sinners is hanging in there, $33 million. Very, very respectable showing. There are Sinners in its third week, I believe, now. Minecraft
Hmm.
movie, The Accountant Part 2, and Until Dawn rounding out the top five. So Thunderbolts, we're planning to go see. We're still trying to pin down the logistics of that, but hopefully we get to go see it and talk about it here on an episode in a week or two. But initial reviews for Thunderbolts have been surprisingly pretty good. So definitely looking forward to Thunderbolts. Definitely looking forward to seeing Sinners out there making all the money. It deserves to make all the money because Sinners is great. So let's not dwell on the Thunderbolts too much, Michaela, because like I said, hopefully we're going to be talking about that on an
Yeah.
episode. But let's talk about something we talked about on Patreon a little while ago. Coming to your streaming device, Peacock. Peacock Plus. What is the Peacock one? I don't know. Peacock. Black Bag is streaming, so we can rewatch Black Bag. We talked about that one. That was a good one. Are you gonna fire that one up on
Oh,
your
hell
work
yeah.
trip and check it out again?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's kind of one of those things. I'm going on a black bag trip myself. No one's allowed to ask me anything about it.
Ooh,
There could be
okay.
espionage. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't. It's not going to be anything super excited. Nobody's going to get shot. There's not going to be any crazy money laundering shenanigans. However, I am totally gonna be digging back into that. Michael Fassbender, he's a triumph. It's so good. And there's still pieces of it that I need to go back and re-watch to fully understand the depth of. That is always a good. That's a mark of a good thriller right there. One that you kind of get at the end, but you still want to revisit. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely looking forward to going back and checking that one out again. That one's an easy, like 90-minute watch too, so that's going to fit in to a lot of schedules there. So that's pretty good. So you can check that out. You can watch Heretic, which is what I finally did like yesterday. So finally made it to around to watching that. So you can check that out. That's available on Max, I think. So what do we have going on? We mentioned it. They're still hanging on in the box office, Sinners, but we talked about that over on Patreon. It's patreon.com/drink the movies if you want to hear our chat about that and hear Michaela mix up a little bit of a moonshine cocktail for everyone. You can go check that over on Patreon. And last week we of course talked about Attack of the Clones for May the 4th week. This week we're going to be only turning gears a little bit, but we were going back to the silent film era to discuss the 100th anniversary of the Phantom of the Opera. Michaela, are you looking forward to that? It's silent, so no singing. Andrew Lloyd Webber, we're not talking that one. No singing.
Nope,
I'm holding you to
nope,
it.
nope, no singing. I'm not. Although I could make a really good organ impression. No, 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 no,
Mm,
no, 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 no.
there
No,
is an
no.
organ. There is an
There's an
organ.
organ. No, I'm super excited about this because I don't think I've ever seen the original.
Mm.
I remember being absolutely haunted by the 1943 version. And that's the one I, for whatever reason, I don't know why I didn't think about it a little bit more because it had sound. So it obviously wasn't the 1925 version. But I
Hmm.
remember being shook watching that. And I was young. I was like maybe 10 years old, of course, when I watched the original Phantom of the Opera. But so I'm really excited because I think it's going to really hit a lot of notes that have stood the test of time because they keep remaking this thing. They made a musical of it. They're probably going to make another one. It's been 20 years since the last one, so why the heck not? You know, it's a
Why?
story that is
Yeah.
charmed and frightened audiences for hundreds of years now.
Yeah, 21 years since that film came out, 2004. Whoa. Yeah, so we have that coming out. So look forward to that. And the next episode of Drink the Video Games drops this week on Wednesday. I'll be talking about Phantasmagoria, the FMV horror classic. So I guess we're getting a double dose of horror this week for everyone out there. So go ahead and make sure you are subscribed. Hit us up on social media. Let us know what you did for your May the 4th celebration. And you want to stay tuned to the social medias because I've been doing drops for the new episodes of The Last of Us and also for the arcs of Andor as those come out. We've only got two more arcs left to go, so you better catch up, Miguel. You got a lot of watching to do, so you're still far behind. So yeah, on that note, let's go ahead and wrap this one up, and we will talk to everyone next week in the lobby bar.